Everton will face Mansfield Town in a historic occasion at Hill Dickinson Stadium. It'll be the first ever cup tie played at the new ground, and the fixture will take place against the League One side the week commencing the 25th of August. There will be ticket information released by Everton in the next couple of days. So if you are not a season ticket, or even if you are a season ticket holder, just look out for that, as well as being premium members. I'm sure it'll be a ballot occasion as well, so you'd have to make sure that you keep an eye out for when they go on sale. But Everton have been drawn against Mansfield Town in the second round of the Carabao Cup. A trophy, of course, Everton have never won. Just win it this year, why not? Why wouldn't you? Just end this wait for silverware. Come on. You know, I'm sure Mansfield Town will be the test for us, and we can go on and get into the next round. And then we can dream of winning it. Who knows? Who knows? Everton have finally completed the signing of young centre-back Ruben Gocha. That is according to Fabrizio Romano. This has gone on for a few months. This was first reported back end of April. I think we'd seen something that was in our news, and we've reported it a few times over the summer that the deal was close. I think Paddy Boyland a few weeks ago had a piece about it, saying Gocha and John Dodds, Everton had agreed the deal for both of them. Dodds was in on the first day the scholars were in, but Gocha, they were ironing out the last couple of details. Well, those details apparently have been ironed out now. That is according to Fabrizio Romano. The two clubs have reached the agreement. So he is a very, very highly rated young centre-back. I think at Charlton Athletic, they expected him to make his first team debut or be a regular part of the first team rather this season. For Charlton Athletic, it's not bad at 16 years of age. So, you know, come in. This is what Everton needs to do, start bringing in younger players. We need some from the local area as well, of course, but we do need to start bringing in some of these younger players with the intention that they make it into our first team. You know, we've had a few over the years who've come through and really developed into good first team players for us, and there hasn't been enough of them in the last few years. That's sort of died down a little bit. We have had Anthony Gordon, you know, we did make a lot of money on him, and this year we have got Harrison Armstrong, but we need more of them. And following on from the good work the club did last year, recruiting the likes of Brien Graham, who of course scored a couple of goals the other night, and there's high hopes for him. So Ruben Gocha coming in from Charlton Athletic, so good luck to him. Former Everton player Nathan Broadhead is set to join Hollywood's Wrexham. They're one of the most exciting clubs around at the moment if you're outside the Premier League, due to Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney's ownership. They've gone through the leagues, you know, are back-to-back promotions, and are a championship club this season. Broadhead, of course, is being involved in the Welsh squad. He's currently at Ipswich, but he is joining Wrexham for a fee in the region of £10 million. What that means is Everton apparently have a sell-on clause and would be due around £1 million if this deal is concluded. He's having a medical, I think, today. So good luck to Nathan. He's obviously gone off and had a decent career since he left Everton. I think he left for around £1.5 million when he joined Ipswich, and he's done really well for Ipswich, of course, played in the Premier League last season. And is moving on to Wrexham, and he'll be playing in the Premier League next season with Wrexham. So good luck to him. Everton target Tyler Dibbling has joined back in with Southampton's first team training today. That is reports from the South Coast. His move to Everton has failed to materialise. The clubs have been speaking for well over a couple of weeks now about getting this deal done. Haven't been able to agree a fee. Everton have had a couple of bids rejected so far. There is reports that Southampton stance on the player is softening, and there is a feeling, I think, that the player will still end up playing for David Moyes, but at the moment that has not been the case. And Will Still did say the other day that if they'd been make a decision on Wednesday, if no deal was agreed, to have him back in Southampton first team training, and that's what happened today. I think they play Ipswich this weekend, so we'll look as though Tyler Dibbling will be back in the Southampton squad for that game this weekend, because basically Everton and Southampton haven't been able to agree a fee to bring the 19-year-old to Merseyside. And finally, Jack Grealish has been pictured in Everton training. Everton have put a gallery up on their website. If you want to see more images of Jack in his Everton training gear, get over there and check them out. But he's pictured looking quite happy, getting in amongst the training as he gears up for Leeds United on Monday. Obviously, Everton got a real tough game, the opening game. But it's a game that we can go and win. And Jack Grealish being in our team certainly improves those chances to go and win the game, and I think he will be in that team. You know, he's kept himself fit all summer. It's a brilliant signing by Everton on loan. He's ready to go. He's chomping at the bit, and I think David Moyes will be delighted to have him available. Hopefully on Monday, get the season off to in the right possible manner by going to a promoted side and winning a game. We just haven't done it enough over the last few years, so let's get off to an excellent start on Monday, get them 3 points and start building for the season. That is it for the News Daily. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Listen, Chris Beasley, the Echo Everton correspondent, was in the studio this week talking about his book, as well as talking about Everton's tour of the state and his thoughts on the Jack Grealish move. So that video will be available on YouTube. Make sure you check that out. And also check out the latest Inside the Game podcast. It's a slightly different one this week with a sports psychologist, Phil Steele, who's done stuff with boxers, footballers, UFC fighters and all that. But it was an interesting chat about how psychology is so key in sports and how they, elite sports people use it to cope with different things that are going on in their lives. So go and check it out and leave a comment if you do so. That is it for the News Daily. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. See you later.